Welcome to Penelope's Workshop. My name is Jim Gary. It's New Tool Day. This video is about initial impressions of the Ryobi P322 18-gauge nailer I purchased last week. If you're interested in other tools I reviewed, please just check the description below. So let's get on with the video. I've been using this Metabo brand 18-gauge nailer for, I guess, a couple of years now, and I've never really been happy with it. It is nice and lightweight. It only weighs a little under 2 pounds, but of course then you got to have the hose. And I have air all through my shop, but when I have to go out of my shop, it's kind of a pain to have to drag hose with me. And also, I noticed this doesn't drive nails as straight as you'd expect. When you're putting a corner and nailing through, very often the nail will wander and protrude out. And I haven't seen that so much when I've watched on YouTube videos other people nailing. But it was sure happening to me with this one. About 2 years ago, I also went to a store that sells Ryobi, because I'm on the Ryobi battery deal, and I looked at the predecessor to this. Now this I just got, and I'll talk about this in a minute, but the predecessor to this one, it's smaller, but it just had no power. You know, they've got a built-in air compressor in them, so when you fire a nail, it has to generate the air pressure before it can fire the nail, and it was just really slow. So I took it back, got my money back, and that was when I bought the Metabo one instead. So more recently, just in fact last week, I went online and I was looking at the Ryobi 18-gauge nailers again, and I found that this is their new top-of-the-line one, and it's their P322 model. I thought I'd give it a try. It was the most expensive one they sold, but I think it was well worth it. I think it was $160 around on Amazon without a battery. So with the battery, it weighs about 7 pounds, so it's a little heavier, but I've been really pleased with the performance. Now it's got 2 places to adjust. On the end here, this handle here adjusts the air pressure. And then you can also separately use this knob to change how far the nail sinks in. I'm not sure the exact relationship with those two, but I found the way I have it set seems to be working pretty well. I also like that it's really easy to load. So you just push this button here and it opens right up. Put in your nails. These are just 1-inch nails I'm going to be using for the first part of this. And then you just close it. That's all there is to it. On my other nailer, it was always tricky opening it. I have no idea why, but I was never able to open it first time every time like I can with this one. So since I got the 1-inch nails in there, I'm just going to try to do this. It's like 5/16 because of wood that I'd planed down for something. So I'm just going to try to do a corner nail and just see if it goes straight. There it goes. Put another one here. The fingers away. So it went straight in. You can see it didn't angle either way, so I'm pretty happy. That was a 1-inch nail. Worked well. So let's try longer nails. So I've got 1.5-inch nails, so I can pull these 1-inch nails out. Then I'll try doing a corner. These 2 blocks, these are just regular 3/4-inch lumber. There it goes, buried plenty. It goes again. And again, the nail went straight, no sideways motion, good solid joint. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's try something heavier. I've got a piece of scrap oak here. Let's see if these nails can just go through the oak without any other adjustment. And it sunk right in. It's about 1.5 millimeters deep, it looks like. Good, nice grip. It actually stuck out the bottom. It's a little long for this, but it goes right into oak just fine. Let's also have a look at the longest nails I have, which are 1 3/4-inch nails. It goes up to 2-inch, but I don't have any 2-inch nails. But I've got these. So these are 1 3/4-inch. And I'm just going to try nailing this just into this pressure-treated 2x lumber. There it goes. Again, it went in just fine. Went all the way in. There's still 1 millimeter in depth. And it went all the way in. No trouble at all. And yellow pine, this is pressure-treated yellow pine, which is usually a little bit harder to work with. The other thing about this is it has pretty easy unjamming technology. It's also got a light that turns on when you first put the battery in, and it stays on for a while, but it'll go off by itself eventually. Let's take the battery out. If you were to get a jam, you simply pull this lever up, and that releases, and there you can see where your nails are. I better take them out. Should have taken them out before I opened it up. But anyway, so you can do that to unjam if you get a jam, and then it's really easy to put back. It's got a nice lever, so it's really easy to do. So I love this thing. I mean, this is, for me, the best nailer I've ever had, and I'm sure there's better ones on the market. But I really like it, and I'm pleased to have it. And I recommend, if you're on the Ryobi platform and you're looking for an 18 gauge nailer, get this one, the P322. It's really nice. Well, that about wraps up this video. Again, if you're interested in my other tool-related content, take a look at the links in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Bye.